news right now, courtesy of the Associated Press, which is just reporting that a federal judge has dismissed the case against New York City Mayor Eric Adams, that corruption case. This news coming down earlier on today. The judge, however, did deny prosecutors the ability to potentially bring the criminal case back after the mayoral election. The judge's order to dismiss the case, quote, with prejudice, spares the mayor from having to govern in a way that pleases President Trump or potentially risks having the Republicans' Justice Department revive the charges. Saying, quote, here, in light of the DOJ's rationales, dismissing the case without prejudice would create the unavoidable perception that the mayor's freedom depends on his ability to carry out the immigration enforcement priorities of the administration, and that he might be more beholden to the demands of the federal government than to the wishes of his own constituents. That, again, is what the judge in this case wrote. Going on, to be clear, the court again emphasizes that it does not express any opinion as to the merits of the case or whether the prosecution of Mayor Adams should move forward. The judge acknowledged that his power in the situation was limited, writing that courts cannot force the Department of Justice to prosecute a defendant, saying that is by design. In our constitutional system of separations of powers, a court's role in a criminal case is to preside over the matter, not to decide whether the defendant should be prosecuted. That decision came just days after Adams' attorney urged the judge to issue a ruling in the case, noting that Adams had a busy re-election campaign ahead and was nearing a deadline to submit petitions to get on the city's primary ballot. It follows a legal drama that roiled the Justice Department, created a turmoil in City Hall, and left Adams' mayoralty hanging by a thread amid questions about his political independence and ability to govern. Several prosecutors in New York and Washington resigned rather than carry out the Justice Department's directive to drop the case against Adams. New York's Governor Kathy Hochul, a fellow Democrat, pondered whether to remove Adams from office, but decided instead to propose new oversight for city government. At a February 19th hearing, Adams told the judge, quote, I have not committed a crime. He added and pleaded not guilty to bribery and other charges after a 2024 indictment accused him of accepting illegal campaign contributions and travel discounts from a Turkish official and others, and returning the favors by, among other things, helping Turkey open a diplomatic building without passing fire inspections. The case was brought during President Biden's administration and was on track for an April trial until President Trump's Justice Department moved to drop it. Now, the judge in this trial delayed it and appointed former U.S. Solicitor General Clement to assist him in deciding what to do. The Justice Department had wanted the option to revive the case in the fall. Adams' lawyers wanted it gone for good.